I'm cold like ice, chill. Come over. I'm cold like ice, chill. Come over.
You have arrived to Offstage with DJ Law, bringing you the best local, regional, and international music genres with interviews and positive vibrations. Welcome to Offstage with your host, DJ Law. Today we have Patrick Murillo, also known as Ross Patrick. He's the founder of Rastafarmers, an Arizona Chicano Reggae Band. How you doing today, Patrick?
I'm doing good, bro. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right on 118-degree weather today.
Congratulations on your new show.
Thank you. You know, Offstage is a behind-the-scenes program to share the spirit of the music, experiences, and memories of all artists, especially in Arizona. And I'm here to showcase artists just like you, offstage, to discuss things that would otherwise not be told. So given this, let me start by asking you, where did you grow up?
I grew up in, a little bit by South Phoenix, by the river bottom, 7th Avenue in that area. And, just been South Phoenix and then eventually North Phoenix and then kind of all over Phoenix, basically,
Did your family have musical background, or what influenced you to get into music?
The only people that had any kind of stuff was my grandmother, and she was a choir in church, and then my uncles, they tried their hand at stuff in school, with various drums and trumpets and stuff. But nobody was really into it that deep. One of my grandfathers, he was actually a drummer in the band from Texas. And but really, no cousins. Nobody else was really into it.
Wow. It amazes me how I've known you for a while, and you started your music journey from, I believe, was it junior high?
Yeah.
And you were playing the trumpet, I believe, right? And what made you decide to start a band? Well,
once I got a little keyboard that had batteries, it had drums and everybody in it, so I was like a little one-man band. And then eventually somebody came along and got me a show, and he goes, well, you're going to have to put a real band together. So we actually put a band together, on the fly. We had a drum machine, and then we had a percussion player and a bass player and a keyboard player. And then eventually we got a bass player, and then it just started from that point on, They used to call us the reggae people because we didn't even have a name yet, you know what I mean?
And what year was that?
Oh, my God. That was in the 90s sometime. You know what I mean?
The early 90s?
Early 90s, back when Marcus Wright had KJZZ Reggae Street Show.
Yes, I remember that. I'm going to play a song of yours today. It's called Heavy Reggae. Can you tell us a little bit about what inspired you to write that song?
When I went to Sunsplash back in '86 in Jamaica, I heard this bass line around the corner of the mountain, kind of calling everybody to the concert and stuff. When I got home, it inspired me to write heavy reggae, and it was fairly different because I had somebody reading from the Bible while I was doing the song, but this new version is a little bit different without the Bible verses and stuff like that. Little more fresh and more punchy, you know what I mean?
And just to ask you, what nationality are you?
I am a Chicano.
And you're playing reggae music. What got you into that?
Well, when I first heard reggae, it reminded me of all the musics that I love, from funk to soul to R&B. It had all the elements. And especially the band that I first heard was Steel Pulse, and they were from the UK. So they had a little bit of different twist on the reggae than the Jamaicans. But when I went to Jamaica for the Sunsplash, I fell in love with all Jamaican style of especially the older versions, And today's reggae is just a little bit different. It's not like that, the old style.
Well, let's hear it. This is a new version that you have out, and I'd like to play it for the people out there, and I hope you guys enjoy it.
You don't want to be a whole feel like shaking.
Well, that was a heavy song.
You need
I
something
liked
like
it.
that to march down Babylon.
Right on. So, Patrick, Ross Patrick, I should say, when you were a kid, what type of music did you listen to?
I had the privilege of digging through parents' albums, and so whatever they had in their crate, that's what I listened to, from soul to Mexicano music to, pop, rock and roll. It was all like that. But my favorite was funk, stuff like that, Parliament and Funkadelic, and then Earth, Wind and Fire. Oldies.
Can't forget the oldies.
Well, when I went to see Parliament and Funkadelic at the Coliseum, it just blew my mind on how their interpretation of music was, and how anything was possible, and they broke all the rules that all the other bands and musical people usually follow.
Nice. I remember those groups, and they were very inspirational to me as well. This next song that I'm going to play is called If I. And can you tell us a little bit about that song and what inspired you to write that song?
This one is like an empath song. And it's like, say if you were in their car and then you saw somebody homeless on the street, you would say to yourself, if I could be you and you could be me, then we could see each other's situation, and then at the end, ultimately, overstand each other's situation and come together in compassion and empathy.
Well, let's hear it.
Gangsta praise Almighty Baba Jah, Rastafari. Ever faithful, never sure.
Wow, what an experience that was. Awesome. Let me ask you a question. Can you describe your songwriting process?
It's very chaotic, and I just open myself up to the universe, and I'll usually start out with a beat, and then the bass line, and then it inspires me to go on from there. Unless I already have lyrics written, which is rare, and but it's mainly just to flow as easily as possible, and try to not put my own self into it as much as like what I hear in the ether. You know what I mean? And that always seems to be the best, because when you just up to you, we're terrible writers. You know, and then we try to copy other people because we try to copy whatever's popular, right? But when you channel the universe, it allows you to bring in stuff, and then almost you sound like a different person in every song, you know.
Wow, that's interesting. And that's, you said chaotic. Is that something that you describe what's happening in your mind?
It's a battle to get things, like one idea wants to come down, the other idea wants to come down, and sometimes they don't work. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
And you know damn well if you walk away from it, someone else is going to pick that song up. It's just how it is, and nothing is your own, really. You know, we're like little radio receivers, you know, and God is just sending them down, and many are called, but few are chosen. That kind of situation, you know. So few people act upon it, you know.
This next song that I'm going to play is called La Tóxica. Can you tell us a little bit about that song?
Well, you know, tóxica is the toxic woman. You know what I mean? The toxic girlfriend that you love and you hate at the same time, because she's always bringing you like grief, you know. But at the same time, you can't get rid of her. You know what I mean? Because I don't know, you know. And I know many guys have had tóxica. You know, some people have tóxica wives. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. It's just a part of the culture, and you know, it's a new coined name for what, you know. Like you got the Karens, right? Then you got the tóxicas. You know what I mean? And I'd rather be with a tóxica than a Karen. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is that it's one of those songs where you're telling the girl that you got her number. You know that she's lying. You still love her, but she's not gonna get away. You know what she's about.
Well, let's hear it. I think this song is interesting. One of the things when I heard it was it's got a little bit of Spanish in it too, and a lot of your style is reggae.
It's Spanglish.
There you go. So I found that interesting. So you combined reggae with a little Latin, a little Chicano style music. So we're going to hear this, and let's see if the audience enjoys it like I do.
Órale. Mi tóxica. Ya te conozco. Tóxica. Cuidado mis sueños. Get out of my sueños. Get out of my life. Tóxica, 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 tóxica.
That was a nice Chicano style reggae song. Loved it.
Glad you liked it, bro.
You know, you have another song, sort of Chicano style, rhythms, and when I heard it, I thought of cruising. The song is called Ride. Where did you get that song from?
Well, you know, back in the day, I used to be not only a zoot suiter, but I had a car club called the Untouchables. We were nothing but old cars from the 40s. And every time we would cruise, we would all play the same song, you know, as we would invade a party or the park or whatever like that. And so when I did this song, it just started to remind me more and more of that vibe when you're cruising through the park and all the girls are there and everybody's looking at you and you know, and you're riding a car that no one else has. So, you know, it's I used to be a cruiser all the way until they made it illegal to cruise, you know, and then I just became old enough to get into clubs, so we all switched from lowriding to clubbing. You know what I'm saying?
All right, let's take the audience for a ride.
Down Central. Calling out the
Wow, that brought some memories back. You know, I want to ask you, how would you describe your music?
Well, I coined Desert Rat a long time ago, because of Arizona, and as much as respect, Jamaica and all that kind of stuff. We're from here, and then you have to put what you are into what you love. And it's such a jumble of stuff from cumbias to everything, and like that. So we're like a spicy recipe, you know what I mean? And through reggae, it allows me to do all my loves, from the oldies to songs in Spanish to all kinds of stuff, even like heavier, rockish reggae, you know what I mean, like that. But it's the perfect genre to express how I feel about, stuff.
Well, this next piece that you have recorded recently, and I believe you said it was this year, is called Time Is So Short. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, you're coming to the realization that life is short, and you need to love your woman or whoever you're with, your family, and as much as possible, and not let all the stuff get in the way that keeps you apart, and we all need to spend more time with our families, but the realization is that love is like a window or a cloud passing by, you know what I mean, and you have to embrace that because it's going to pass by and it's going to be gone, you know what I mean, and all you're going to have left is memories, so you need to cherish them right now.
That was deep, Ross Patrick. Let's hear Time Is So Short.
Make the best of this thing called life. Dedicated on the Almighty Father, Jah Rastafari.
When
That was a deep song. The next song that you provided us, Ross Patrick, is Sign of the Times, and I've noticed that a lot of your songs you have messages with them. Sign of the Times sounds like a deep message as well. How would you describe that song, and what got you to write that song?
Well, it used to be. It was a song that I had wrote and released a while back, but when I was writing it, you know, you're looking around, especially today. You look around at all the catastrophes and wars and you know, weather phenomena that's really like tearing us apart. We got 118 here in Phoenix, you know, and you need to wake up and look at those signs because those signs are pointing to something. You know what I mean? And some people call it a reset, or some people call it doomsday or the apocalypse. I don't care what you call it. You just have to realize that there had been times where we had to go underground to live, to survive, because the outer world was uninhabitable. And through our native people, we have those stories to where the ant people took us down under and then they brought us back out when it was habitable again. So that could happen all over again. So keep your eyes on the signs of the times, you know, so that, you know, forget the news. You know what I mean? You can't believe, you don't know what to believe, but you can believe what you see out in nature and what you can feel through your spirit.
Here is Sign of the Times.
Sign of the times.
That was an intense song. Loved it. Patrick, so how long have you been in the music business or the industry or been making music? For how long?
Since about 86, you know, starting from back in the day, I used to be the guy who used to come see the reggae bands, you know what I mean? And then I got the privilege to play with the first reggae bands in town, like the Sons of Captivity and Driftwood. And then people spawned off like the Walt Richardson, you know what I mean? And then eventually I started up Rastafarmers after that, you know. But I didn't start as a lead singer or nothing. When the lead singer of one band left, I ended up kind of just having to step in, you know. And my voice was weak back then, you know what I mean? It was like, and I wasn't very confident, you know what I mean? And just it took time, you know what I mean? Now it's 30 plus years. Who knows how many? I don't even count anymore, you know.
And during that time, have you produced or made any albums or throughout that time?
I have made various things, but just not to the point to releasing because I never had the ability to record like we do now, you know, and then the money, you know, to record all that. It was a whole different process back then. So we did everything off of 4-track and, you know, and then we went from 4-track to CD and now look where we're at, you know, straight digital. You know?
Right. So are you actually producing your music at home and your ideas?
At home, I do what you call scratch pad. You know what I mean? I do all my ideas and I flesh them out as far as I can, and then I take them over to get them finished.
And so, while you're in your creative process, what genre, what makes you decide what you want to play or what you want to create?
It tells me. Like as soon as if I hear a beat or I hear a groove, and then all of a sudden I'll just know what goes with that. You know what I mean? And I won't be like saying, today I'm writing a reggae song or tomorrow I'm going to write. No, whatever comes out, comes out. You know what I mean? And so if that's a song in Spanish or if that's a rock and roll song or whatever, you know what I mean? It's all fair game, you know.
So it's fair to say that you do other styles of music other than reggae, although that was your primary music that you played.
Yeah, but see, the beauty is I've been using reggae as a platform to play my other styles of music through reggae. You know what I mean? But now, you know what, calypso, you know, you got soca, calypso, and then you got ska and all that kind of stuff. So you know, they're all cousins and sisters to the reggae, you know, just like the reggaeton and salsa and stuff like that. You know what I mean? They're all brother and sister musics. You know, they all go together.
So do you have like cumbias or salsa music that you have created, you just haven't released yet?
Yeah.
So there's another song that we're gonna play that you created. It's called Cooking Pot. Can you talk to us about what that's about?
Yeah. Bubbling hot cooking pot. You know, here in Arizona, we're extremes weather, you know what I mean? And we don't even go outside, you know what I mean? The only people you see outside are the people who are the tourists, you know, who have no sense whatsoever. They're the ones hiking with no shirt on and stuff. The rest of us, you know, who know Arizona, we know how hot it is and how deadly it could be, you know, but at the same time, you know, it's like God's eye is really close to us, looking down upon us, you know what I mean? So everywhere else, you know, they're getting all kinds of crazy weather. We might be getting hot weather, but we're not getting tornadoes and earthquakes and all the other stuff that goes with it. So it's kind of like a trade-off, you know what I mean? But the Native Americans already had figured out how to do it. They just live in a place where they don't need AC, you know what I mean? They don't even need electricity, you know what I mean? I dare you to try it.
So this bubbling hot cooking pot is talking about the heat in Arizona and how to live. You're living in Arizona type of thing?
Talking about how we're being cooked alive, you know what I mean? And how you need to stay inside, you know, and then how we, as a kid, used to walk barefooted to the park or the pool, you know what I mean? And without, you know, anything. And we'd walk in the sun, you know, on the pavement. You know, now you cannot. You'll get third-degree burns, you know.
I remember doing that back in the day. When
hey,
we're
the
little.
Valley of the Sun. What do you think?
Well, this bubbling hot cooking pot that you have that you are going to be releasing soon, I know we're getting a preview of it, but we'd like to play it. Can you tell us what style of music it is?
It's the extension of calypso, which is called soca now. You know what I mean? And because of that, you can just remember the Caribbean to the bone. You know what I mean? Like feeling hot, hot, hot. Well, this is bubbling pot. You know what I mean? So it's answer the phone, Richie.
Why is the phone ringing? We're in a studio right now.
It must be the firemen.
Given that, let's play it.
Let's play it. Burn it down. Burn the house down.
Just like a cookie hot in the pot, I'm so baby so hot. Don't let whatever is to the door. Can't walk those streets up every time that I go. Yeah, it's so hot. My mama cooking now. Yeah, it's so hot. Tryna make cooking the right. They're cooking the right. We're turning stoop, stoop, stoop. Let's say it hot, hot, hot. Ya know it hot, hot, hot. Oh no, finiquera. Is it hot, hot? Como putera. Confirm hot, hot, hot. Be hot, so hot. Cooking hot. It's time to go on the ground. Cooking pot. Eat hot, shit hot. It's like a cooking pot. I'm stove over, don't get down with it. I go for shit. It's hot, hot. It's like a cooking pot. Go boom, down with this, I let it down, boom, boom. Deep breath. No, I guess it's right. There's a rat, 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 rat. Hot, hot, hot. It's a cooking pot. On the wall, shopping side, hot, hot, hot. Cooking pot. Yeah. Oh, you cooking pot. Is it so hot, hot, hot? Hot like a cooking pot.
Man, that was a nice song. Man, I don't even want to stop. I want to keep on going, but I know the show has come to an end, and I appreciate you coming, Ross Patrick, taking the time out to come to the studio and give us your perspective on your music and where you've been, where you're from, and where you're going. In fact, my understanding is you have an album coming out soon.
It'll be coming out. We'll be releasing it soon at the Crescent Ballroom. You know,
Is that at the Laka Laka September 17th?
that's the one.
All
with,
right.
With Zoom, Zoom, Zoom and them.
All right, people, you heard it. September 17th, I believe that's a Tuesday. Doors open at 6:30. Rastafarmers will be headlining, and they will be releasing and celebrating their new release of their album that has been recorded during this summer. So thank you very much for coming out, Patrick. Thank you.
It's an honor to be the first one on this offstage show.
Thank you. And thank you for being the first guest on Offstage. And you'll be coming back, I'm sure, again.
Who knows? I might be your guest host.
That's true. All right. Thank you for coming, Patrick. Later.
Love.
It's cold like ice, chill. Come over. I'm cold like ice, chill. Come over. No.
You've been listening to Offstage with DJ Long. Thank you for tuning in. If you enjoyed the show, spread the word. And don't forget to also spread positive vibration.